Welcome to the Poet Laureate channel. 523 subscribers. Thank you to those who subscribed most recently. And if you're in touch with the channel, you realize how attached I am to these essays. And I use the internet to research and to help my thoughts along, and then I will paraphrase about subjects. And this one is on kindness and sorrow, and believe it or not, they go together. These are truths we learn only by walking through the darker rooms of our lives, truths that cannot be taught by comfort or by ease. One of them is that we cannot truly know kindness until we have hit the pits of sorrow. Sorrow strips us down to the essentials. It humbles us. It reminds us how fragile we all are. And in that stripped down place, kindness becomes something more than a pleasant gesture. It becomes a sort of a lifeline. Today, I was just scrolling through Instagram on my day off, and sometimes I think we should give ourselves the freedom sometimes just to do scrolling, as long as it's not too much. But I was scrolling through Instagram and I watched Emma Thompson, the actress, the two-time Academy Award-winning actress. She read a poem by Naomi Nye called Kindness. The poem has been circulating again. I think it's 3 or 4 years old. It's been shared by many other actors and readers and poets. Thompson's reading has become especially beloved online, and for a good reason. She reads it with the gravity of somebody who has lived its message. So check out that YouTube video of Emma Thompson reading the poem Kindness. So the poet Naomi Nye writes, quote, "Before you know kindness as the deepest thing inside, you must know sorrow as the other deepest thing." Hearing Thompson speak those words with so much emotion in her steady, compassionate voice felt like somebody naming something I've carried for a few years. It is sorrow that slows the world, that takes the noise out of our days and leaves us with what hurts. And in that quiet time, the smallest kindness, a gentle word, a hand on a shoulder, someone simply saying and staying beside us becomes enormous. Somebody saying it's going to be okay. That becomes enormous. I've been through the death of my son, which was just a horrendous, horrible thing. My special needs son, Stefan, passed away in April of 24. And I think sorrow, in some strange way, I'd agree with the poem in that it's taught me the urgency, the importance, the necessity of being kind, especially in those sensitive moments when just somebody to listen is important, somebody to be there for you. Before sorrow, we may think of kindness as something light, something easy, but sorrow reveals the intimate, true nature of kindness. It's a kind of courage. It's the courage to show up for somebody who is hurting, who is breaking. It is the courage to remain soft when life has every reason to make us hard or angry or disgusted, or it's the courage to become soft. And once we've been broken ourselves, once we've felt that ache that empties the chest, we begin to recognize kindness in its truest form. We see it in the eyes of those who have suffered and still choose to be gentle. We see it in the way that the poet describes kindness as the thing that, quote, ties your shoes and sends you out into the day. The quiet companion that walks with you everywhere, definitely walks with you everywhere. Deep sorrow also changes the way we offer kindness. Before sorrow, we might have tried to fix things. After this deep sorrow, we understand that the real kindness is presence and not repair. Just to sit beside somebody. Somebody has lost their mother, their father, their son, their daughter. their uncle, their aunt, their grandmother. Just sitting beside them can have a power. Not telling them to get on with their day or forget about it. Just listening without rushing, not repairing, sitting beside somebody in their darkness without trying to drag them into the light before they're ready. Don't rush them into the light. Perhaps this is the greatest gift that sorrow gives us. It teaches us to love better, or at least to understand the urgency of love, that it needs to be given, especially in these trying times. So love isn't easy, sorrow isn't easy, but a deeper love understands loss and fragility and the fleeting nature of everything we hold dear. Life is very temporary. In the end, sorrow does not diminish kindness, it reveals it. Once we've learned the lesson, we carry it with us always, offering it to others the way somebody once offered it to us, quietly, humbly, and with a heart that knows what's at stake. And that's my thoughts on kindness and sorrow. And before hearing this poem by Naomi Nye, I didn't really think of the connection. I think somewhat analogous could be the connection between grief and love. And they say, the harder you grieve for somebody, it means that you loved. It's the example of the love you had for that person. It's the demonstration of the emotional intensity that the love brought forth. The grief, the power of the grief is proportional. That's a good word. The power of the grief is proportional to the love. Just as kindness, the proportion of kindness that's recognized and needed is in the same proportion as sorrow. Some words to think about on this evening, and thanks for joining us in the Half Lit studio, and I hope you have a great week.